Whew. Well, I've already been at it. We're doing an assessment on Project Patina. Lots to show, lots of good, some bad. Hey, welcome back everybody. So, Project Patina, we really need to do an assessment, see if this car is really worth putting any kind of time into. Now, we've already seen the outside, but that's the easy stuff, right? What about the stuff you can't see? I've gone through, I've cleaned the trunk out, gotten all the stuff out of there. I've pulled some of the stuff out of the interior, pulled the back seat out, looked around, got up under the car and looked at everything. So let's go to the video. So basically, take a look around. We're over here on the driver's side, left side of the car, and it's not bad at all. I mean, you look underneath here and everything is just solid. I mean, there's surface rust in a few spots that look a little suspect, but for the most part, the frame, the supports, the rockers, everything looks really good. I mean, from the front all the way to the back on the left side. On the right side, starting to look underneath there, you can see that somebody had already done a patch on the car, on the floor. The cutout is there. You can see the panel on top. So it's clearly going to need to get the carpet pulled out so we can get a better assessment from the top side. But from there back, it still looks really good and solid. Behind the driver's seat, everything from there back looks good. Now when you get into the trunk extensions on the passenger side, right side of the car, you know, coming down to the lower part of the quarter panel, it's shot. Of course it is. They all are. And it's going to need to be fixed. And the driver's side, though, the driver's side looks really good. I mean, not bad at all. A little bit of rust, but it's a lot better than the other side. And we knew it was more solid than the right side of the car. So that's a good thing. So all right, now looking from the inside of the trunk, I mean, after having cleaned it all out, got everything out of the way, swept it all up, it looks really good. The trunk extensions on the top, the spare tire well, all the sheet metal all the way around looks really good from the top side, which I am very happy about. After what we saw from underneath on the passenger side, I'm glad that the trunk is in this good a shape. Looks like there's one little spot at the front of the spare tire well, but other than that, back here looks great. So now I've made the executive decision I'm going to remove the carpet. We need to see what's underneath on the passenger side front floor. Probably going to pull the whole carpet out. I was going to leave it initially because it felt solid, but I need to see what's under there. So yeah, let's rip that out. Yeah, you can see they put a patch in. They pop riveted in place. But I mean, it is what it is, right? Solid-esque. Hey, there's no gaping hole in the floor. There's a gaping hole up here in the firewall for some reason. No clue. Don't know. All right. Well, we had enough daylight for today. Let's get the driver's side out. Let's see what that looks like over there. All right, well, we got the carpet out, and yeah, driver's floor is not as good as I hoped. It's a little soft. There's some spots over here that like to cooperate. There. And there's a spot there. This whole area is a little soft, so this whole floor pan needs to be replaced. And we got ourselves a Bluetooth wireless gas pedal. Yeah, at least we can adjust the linkage. All right, well, spent a little time, took the carpet out of the backside, and well, things aren't as solid as they seem to be. Let's go over here. Yeah, you can see there's holes in the floor, so it's going to need rear floor fans. This whole edge back here is soft. I'm sturdy enough to stand on. Ish. Back here, it's not bad. Let's see, do I see a spot back here? Maybe not. This isn't too bad. Back here, there was a mouse nest under the back seat, so this got holy right here. So that's going to need attention. Right there, you know. This lower seat bracket is rotted away. And we have a previous repair here too. And the floor here is just, it is shot. So that's that. That's old school fire flash repair. Yeah. You're gonna need floors. Yeah, floors. Great. I don't want to weld anything. Not yet. I did find a little bit of money. See, a nickel and a dime. Fitting. Guess what though? The seats actually do work. They do move. Passenger side too. So we got that going for us. And we have parking brake. At least one of the cables seems to be functioning. So that's also a good thing. I have no idea what's up inside the headliner. I'm not taking that out. No, I'm not. No, not today. Because something got up in there and caused moisture to be in here for this rot to happen on both sides of the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some tape, some like actual metal duct tape, and cover up all the holes, the cowl, try to keep as much water out of the inside of the car as I can as possible. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. This is a job. All right, well, I think we're done doing the assessment on the car. And turns out you need floors on the car, left and right, front and back. Sorry, my dogs are chasing a squirrel again. Yeah, so the floors are not as bad as I had thought. We've seen cars like this that were just literally Flintstone mobiles. You can put your feet out of them. Let's go over a few things on the car real quick. We know what the condition of the body's in. We know it needs a lot of work as far as any rust repairs. The patina looks nice. I mean, if you could preserve it like this, do a few patches here or there, I think it'd be great. You'd want to do floors front and back, but we need to get the engine running first. But let's go over what this car is, and let's go over what I think this car was. All right. Now, decoded the fender tag, checked the VIN, and I located the hidden SO number stamped in the body, which is back here. If you remember one of my other videos, it's stamped in back here on the body, just over the wheel well. And it matches the fender tag, right? So there are a couple things that made me go, So let me show you what I got. Well, like I pointed out before, this pedal is not the right pedal, right? Now, could it just be the actual pad on there? Yeah, it could be. But that's telltale number one. Number two, somebody took this hood pull and put it through this grommet here that just happened to be there. That grommet's only there on a manual transmission car for the clutch pedal linkage, okay? That's the only reason why that grommet is in that hole. Otherwise, it's a flat plastic plug. What else do I have for proof? Let's go to the fender tag. All right, here's the fender tag. Now, as you're reading this, this is the SO number, and this matches what's on the back of the body. And if I were to take off the antifreeze sticker and check the number there, it'd be the same too. So, what we're looking at here is AB, engine, and then C would be the transmission. Now, 2.1 would be for a 225 slant 6, which looks like what we have here. The 1 is what puzzles me, because what you would have there, if it was a 4-speed transmission, it'd be a 3. If it was a torque flight automatic, doesn't matter if it's V8 or if it's a slant 6, it'd be a 5 under the C. You know, sales code 395, sales code 393 for the 4-speed. There's a 1 there. Now, you couldn't get a floor shift in a 3-speed manual transmission. You could only get a column shift. So I think this car originally left the factory with a 3-speed manual transmission, 3 on the tree column shift, and somebody swapped it out to an automatic, which isn't hard. You just get the transmission and all the linkage, all the kick down, and the steering column. But the other telltale sign is, you can see down in here, that shift lever is hitting the inner fender. It might not be the right column for this car, or it's installed incorrectly, one or the other. The other telltale sign is this is power steering, but this is a power steering pump and bracket for a V8 car. The pump bracket for a slant 6 would bolt in here with a pivot that bolted to the pump. So there's been some shenanigans going on here. This car is not fully factory original. Not what I expected. But can you overcome it? Of course you can. A couple of the neat things I just found out. We're missing 2 bolts on the water pump right there. We can put those back. We got no coolant in the radiator. No big deal. But yeah. I'm pretty sure, just from what I see here, this car left the factory as a 3-speed column shift manual transmission, and somebody at some point retrofitted the automatic stuff into it. No big deal. It's got the right stuff in it. Maybe just needs some adjustment, whatnot. I'm not sure yet. Other things, you know, we saw the floor patches that were done on the passenger front, the fiberglass patch on the passenger rear. And there was aftermarket carpet put in. So whenever they did that work, they bought a cheap carpet somewhere, put it in, and in some places over top of the original carpet. I don't know, maybe they needed to have extra moisture control underneath everything. Anyway, oh, and on the fender tag, paint code 661, that decodes to light mauve poly, which doesn't explain the red on the car, but it might explain the pinkish purplish color that is kind of coming through in a lot of the areas, because that's the color of the car. It was repainted blue, like a metallic or something at some point, but that explains this pinkish purplish color coming through. Light mauve. Mauve, pinkish purple. Mauve. All right, that's where we're gonna leave it today, folks. Smash that like button, consider subscribing, and I will catch you next time.